Got another one for ya. And today I saw a Ethiopia game on the ladder. And it's played by currently rank 1, Revnak. And he's going up against Ungers. Rank 4, I think, right now, something like that. So I thought, do you know what? What better way of finding an Ethiopia game than one of the highest rank games you could find? So great. I do like Ethiopia. I think they're secret OP. And I say secret OP, I don't even think they're secret OP. And the only reason I say secret OP is because not many people play them. It's the same with Hauser. Not many people play the Africa Civs because I feel like they're the least popular civilizations. And I have to say, even when I go look back at videos, whenever I post something like an Ethiopia or a Hausa kind of picture at the top of it, I don't think you guys, I get less views with those videos. And that's not, that doesn't, I'm not worried about that, but it's from a research perspective, it's very, very interesting to see that what kind of videos do better and what civilizations are more popular. And Africa just are one of the least popular civs, if not the least popular civs. So I want to try and find as many of them as I can because I know there's there's African mains out there, and I don't want to forget you boys. I know you might be the minority, but I don't want to forget about you boys. So they are extremely strong as well. So Ethiopia, Hausa tend to get all of the kind of the fame at the moment. They certainly used to when they were just unbelievably broken. I think they're still very, very good. But again, they tend to take all the glory and all the fame, whilst Ethiopia just are is even less popular than the other Africa Civ Hausa. So yeah, we'll see what goes on this game. So we'll keep a keen eye on Ethiopia. We've got Raven over here. That's going to be Ungers. And, could potentially get an 80 food steal here. One thing that's always good about playing the Africa Civs, though, is when you're treasure hunting, you don't have to worry, because they don't have a crack shot attack, you don't have to worry about it getting stolen, so you can be very greedy with your treasure micro. Let's go for the crack shot. Boom. And yeah, look at that. Easy timing. Because it's a cavalry unit, sometimes it feels like it can fumble around a bit more. So yeah, that's one of the positives. There's not many positives against fighting Africa, but one of them is definitely that. Maybe we'll see some Africa DLC. What do you guys think about Africa DLC coming in? Obviously, we've got to wait to the end of February, but that we're gonna find out. We are gonna find out what the DLCs are. And it said DLCs, the plural, not downloadable content. Downloadable contents. So at least we're going to know that there's going to be more than one DLC Civ, which I am unbelievably excited for. I just banged the microphone there. That's how excited I am. So yeah, I can't wait for the DLCs. And, if it is an Africa DLC, I don't want Africa DLC, but if it is Africa DLC, I want Zulu. I would love to see some Zulus. So age up coming in for Ungers. Looks like he's aged up quick here. So he's gone for 14 Vil age up. And he's just plonked a TP down with the longhouse over here. Nice placement of the longhouse. That's obviously going to be effective for any raids that come in through the north here. So, definitely, it's not like he's just placed that down randomly. He's sort of using it as an outpost to scout if there's any raids that are going to become. So all that line of sight is really important. So even little things like that, if you're a Haud on a Shoney main and you're sort of lower end of the elo, 1,000 elo, things like that are really important to keep an eye out on any raids or anything like that. So even when you're using houses, make sure you use it to the best of its ability. Use that line of sight function as best as you can. We've got an outpost down for Ethiopia. So we've got Kanye West coming out. And then it looks like, yeah, there comes the big button. So we've got a nice timing rush. And look at this. It's 4 minutes 15. Okay. 4 minutes 15. 4 minutes and 15. I'm not sure where this outpost has actually come from. This watchtower, I'm not sure where that's come from. Maybe it's just been built. But the age up now comes in. Look, he's got 4 cav in his base whilst the age up. Look how insane this rush is from Haud Rush. He ages up with the arsenal. I believe that's the Portuguese. So he's aged up with the Portuguese age up, and that's going to give him an arsenal and 300 wood. Obviously, you get the mountain monastery with every age up as well. The Aben, going to get away with it very, very nice. So he's gone for 2 Vils, 1 Aben. This is his deck right now. More of a fast fortress / industrial deck. And it's actually being forced to send 6 Gas Kenya first. So that watchtower doing some work there. I'm guessing he sold... So whilst he was aging up, I'm guessing he sold a Zebu cattle to be able to provide 250 wood to get that outpost. Because essentially, he's got that outpost instead of a TP, which is, generally you'd see a TP. But obviously, because he was worried about the rush, he put an outpost down. So that's actually really nice play there by Revnak. Okay, villagers getting away with it. He's probably gonna... Is he gonna kill any villagers? I think he hasn't killed a single villager. Maybe one. No. Gets away with it. Very nice. The Gas Kenya are doing good work here, but the ANers are there. They are going to do so much damage versus the Gas Kenya. And now, what's the play here? He does have a war camp down. Okay, so he ships what I like to call the coffee beans. It's the influence, but what's he going to use the coffee beans for? He did age up with the Portuguese, so maybe he can't get the organ guns. So I think he can get the Portuguese crossbows. So the Order Besteleros or something they're called. Maybe we'll see an Arsenal tech because obviously he aged up the Arsenal and I think they cost influence as well. So maybe we'll see an Arsenal tech with that influence. But surely he's got to have something in mind of what he's going to use with that. He's currently only on 15 villagers, so he's very struggling at the moment. So this Haud Rush has been not devastating, but it's done a lot of damage. So he's going to be happy with that. Some units just running around the back here. Coming in with some more Tomahawk. He's got 2 Abans now, so he's kind of adding some Abans. Oh, he is. He's going for the Order Bastero. Interesting. Portuguese Crusaders. What a badass name. And he's mixing in some Shotter Warriors with it. Very nice. So essentially like a Skirm Cav comp. He's now shipping 6 Shotter Warriors. So really, he hasn't got a TP, so he's not getting many shipments. But he's gone for 2 military shipments and tokens of influence. So he's got very much on the defense here. Very much like a defensive build order here. Okay. A few ANers and some Tomahawks. Definitely much less of a scary amount of units he's got here now. So Unger's tried to do as much damage as possible. Fall back and see if he can just kind of get away with some more eco. Okay, very nice. Shotter Warriors. Oh, look at this. 6 Shotter Warriors coming in. 7, including that one. With the cavalry. Using his hero here as well. Very nicely. And these ANers cleaning up, what was it, 5 Tomahawks there? Easy peasy lemon squeedy. These Order Basterios. Very, very nice. Basically consulate units. Look how cool they look. Look at these skins, baby. So cool. There's just one thing about Age of Empires 3 recently is like all the new skins that they do are just absolutely insane. I love the skins. I would pay good money for them. Okay, more cavalry coming out. So there is a stable, or corral, as they call them. Okay, going to be picking up his hero. That's 45 XP. Very, very nice. Obviously, because it's an Africa Civ, they do get their hero does respawn for free, because why not? Why not? Yeah, these pork crossbows going to do work. Very nice play. This war hut does do 30 ranged attack, so you don't want to stay under it for too long if you can help it. Just more of these Shotter Warriors. Such a good unit. And, there's one benefit from the Africa Civs is that they get war camps. So, like, that's their only, like, military building, which builds all of their military units. So that includes Cav, which is kind of insane when you think about it. But on top of that, they can make stuff from outposts or watchtowers. They can make stuff from even their huts, even their houses. They can make, like, a Minutemen type unit. So yeah, it's just so insane. Just units come out of left, right, and center. He's now shipping the Big Benny. We'll see what he decides to use with that. Either going to be gold or wood. I imagine wood. I'm going to say wood. Maybe not, actually, because it's only 473. So he's used his livestock. He's been buying and selling stuff from the livestock. So that prize ball is... he's not going to get too much value out of it, which is not really that great. Like, you'd much rather 700 gold or 700 wood right now. But, if he leaves it in there for a while, it's going to continue to fatten, and it's going to give 0.25 influence per second. So, from an influence perspective, it's good just having that in there. Okay, interesting. Got another mountain monastery over here. Currently on 3 mountain monasteries. He does have 3 Abans as well. So he's decided to put his mountain monastery on half coin, half influence. Take that what you will. Still has the Abbas Gunners, basically, the Cannoneers, which are not quite as good as Abbas Guns, but still pretty decent. 10 Guess Kenya's coming in, and now look, this is why they're so good. They just get this free unit comp from one war camp, from one barracks. They get all of this unit comp. And, just if he adds in Abbas Guns, which I think he's going to do, if he adds in Cannoneers here, it's just like, it's a better Jan Abbas Cav than Jan Abbas Cav. Like, it's honestly, it's so insane. Look at this mass. Look at this remass. Considering how early he got raided, it's actually insane. He's on 24 vils plus Abans. We look at Ungers. He's on 35 vils. So I want to say he's probably got the better eco, but Mountain Monasteries are basically a vil as well. So ecos are very, very similar right now. He does have some Kanye Wests, which are going to be nice here because there's not that many Gas Kenyas. You look how little resources he has, all wood and food, and he's really using all of it to the best of his ability. 4 more Kanye West coming in, but we've got a fight on our hands right now. We just got Shotter Warriors everywhere. Guess Kenya's getting stuck in there. The Order Basteris, the crossbows, doing some work from the background. I have no idea what's going to happen here. The Tomahawks need to be on the shuttles, and they're not. They need to be on melee mode, because otherwise the cavalry are just going to get kind of squished out of there, and they're going to take all the damage. And so you want to keep your cav alive. More cav coming in, though, which is really good. It's kind of 50-50. He still has his Explorer on 2/3 HP, which is really, really good. You need to kill that. This thing's going to get a crack shot attack as well. It's kind of, again, 50-50. Scores looking good. I mean, the defender's advantage to Ethiopia here. Conservative tactics coming in now as well. That's a great card. It's going to buff all of these units. But these Shotter Warriors are just so efficient, slicing and dicing their way all the way through here. Just never giving up here. They're just so efficient. They're essentially better cav type unit because they're a smaller unit. So their movement is better. Their spacing is better. Their attack rate is better. Just because they're constantly, their pathing is better, so they're always going to get more attacks off. So yeah, very, 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 very good unit. We do have the Cannoneers now as well, and that's a problem. But there's lots of cav coming in all of a sudden, and there's no anti-cav here right now. Only the Shotter Warriors, which should go down rather quickly. More Shotter Warriors. There's 10 Shotter Warriors coming in. How is he able to produce that? He's got his Ras back as well. That hero just coming back. Like I said, for free, it's just tanking 560 HP. He wants to kill these Cannoneers, but look how many Shotter Warriors there are. Just insane. How much stuff they can just mass. More Tomahawks coming in at a perfect time there. Kills another Cannoneer. Finally, that last Order Basterio goes down. He got so much value out of that. Now, only 2 Cannoneers remain. He should be able to snipe that from the War Hut. 6 more. 6 more of these guys coming in. But more cav as well. Double War Hut. Still has those Abans. Still has coin to gather here. Still has some stuff over here. It's just insane. Almost don't need that many villagers at all on gold. You just leave your Abans on there. And let the Abans do all the work. Wow, even shipping a fort right now. Double Raxing Gas Kenyas. And look at this. The cav. Oh, there's just so much. Look, it's cav v cav, but these guys are so much better. So much more efficient. And just like that, he sees 10 more coming in. And he calls the GG. Fun game. That was an action-packed game from start to finish. It was a really good hard rush from Haud Rush. But Ethiopia just been able to defend. And Ungers finishing on 41 vils. Was it over? Was it over? I mean, he would have lost his War Hut. But he still had a corral here. Could have rebuilt a War Hut. Maybe it wasn't over. But he used up all his military shipments as well. Yeah, I don't know. It would have been tough for a comeback, but he's only 2k score down. I've seen worse, and I've seen it be doable. But yeah, these Shotter Warriors are so good, so efficient. And no negative multi versus heavy infantry. Let's have a look at the post-game stats. And look at that. Ethiopia being able to outgather quite comfortably by 3K score at the end. Africa civs are just so insane. I think people forget that they basically have an extra resource for free, which is the coffee beans. I know there's other civs like that get export and things like that, but it's kind of strong. I can't lie, it's kind of strong. Are we thinking about nerfs? I think so. I think they probably do need some nerfs, but there's even lamer strats out there, and I'll try and find some for Ethiopia. There's a strategy where you you age up with the Sudanese, sorry, and you get the Red Sea wagons, and you can essentially triple racks from the start with the native embassy included in that. So if I can find one of them, I certainly will. But there's a little quick Ethiopia build order for you there, and I hope you guys enjoyed that one. Don't worry, guys. I haven't forgotten about you Africa mains out there. I'm doing my bit for you boys, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.